Hi, and welcome to Lesson 7.1. Today we're going to be talking about a really important topic, which is how to create engaging content for your reader, and how to create content that's engaging to different kinds of readers. So not every reader loves every kind of content. And when I say that, what I mean is different kinds of content like narratives or stories, data and research, charts and graphs, straight up expository content where you're basically telling them what to do or how to do something. So, if you were writing a how-to manual for your new Bluetooth speaker, you would only be using one kind of content, really specific how-to, and almost nobody would want to read it. So really great nonfiction writers, they weave in different kinds of content to help engage different different kinds of readers in their audience. They do it to come at their ideas from different angles. They do it for all sorts of reasons.
I almost think of it as like accommodating different styles of learning, that some people will take in information in different ways. So, for example, I'm always a sucker for a case study or a story, an example, because that to me shows me most clearly what the author wants me to know. Other people might find graphs and diagrams, really important elements. So I think just, meeting the readers where they are, and also just making your book multi-dimensional and rich. You referred to the Bluetooth speaker handbook, which I'm sure if you wrote it, Larry, it'd be excellent and I'd read it. But, I think pure research might make a great academic paper, but adding your individual experience or your perceptions will elevate it into a book that people actually want to read.
It elevates the content, but it also deepens it. It deepens your exploration of the idea by telling a story, right? That's a different way to think about it. It's a different way that you're asking your reader to think about it. So there's a bit of brain science there too. Different parts of your brain are activated when you're reading a story than when you're trying to think through some data that an author has shared with you. It's almost like by giving the reader different kinds of content to work with, you're making reading your book sort of this whole brain experience.
There's something particular about the way the human brain responds to stories. It goes right back through the ages to hearing stories around a fire. It can seal the deal. It can persuade in a particular, perhaps rather emotional or visceral way, which data and research may not quite reach. So for me, that's one of the values of having different types of content.
We've also talked about what's the promise you're trying to fulfill, and what's the approach that you're taking to fulfilling that promise. Those questions will also help you make some decisions about how much of different kinds of content you might need to weave in to make that possible.